beneath the bustling traffic and busy feet, a whole world could exist that nobody's ever found before.
Testing.
It's working.
Oh my gosh. Is that? Oh my gosh, it's working. Okay, cool.
That's probably going in the episode. All right. Should we start?
Yes.
All right. Today we're joined again by Nikki Smetters, and we're also joined by Linda Pomachan.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
It's Pomachan, like Edgar Allan Poe,
Okay,
Chun,
sorry.
Chun-Li, and you get the rest.
We already know all about Nikki
Karp. Yes.
playing Karp again.
Amazing.
Linda, can you
Karp.
say a little about yourself as a human person?
Oh my gosh. Well, so glad that you said that. I happen to be one of Nikki's best friends. I've only played this game once ever with Mark.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go well. I was really inspired by Cowboy Bebop, and yeah, it was only a one-time thing. I don't know if it was great. I'm a web designer for Bath and Body Works. I do my day job. But I haven't really dabbled with playing these type of games, but I always find it's really fun to play with buddies. So I've just been hyping it up at work. So, you know, Mark, you're going to get a lot of people.
Yeah, do you need to shout anybody out at work?
Oh my gosh. Shout out to my butters at work. Hey! They really wanted me to say that, so you know.
Who are you playing today?
I am playing, alright, Kurt Blaster. I got a lot of flack at work for his name.
So, Kurt Blaster, you made Kurt Blaster up when we first started. Like, that was the first game we ever played. Mm-hmm. Probably my first game I ever GM'd.
You did great. It was
Thanks.
really me.
We all got a little stuck. But
It took us like 10 minutes just to come up with Kurt Blaster.
You know what? Kurt Blasters, I thought, was a really great space name.
yeah.
Like,
Well, Kurt has appeared. He's made appearances in some of my other games.
oh my gosh.
And I did give him a last name. Blaster ended up being his nickname.
So, Kurt Blaster, and I just found this out literally like 5 minutes ago that he's a little short guy. I didn't know that the Bothan species only went up to 4'9". Yeah, 4'9".
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna make him a little bit above average.
Above average.
So he's at a comfortable 5'2". So
She's saying that she picked that number because that's my height in real life. And I'm playing a character that's 6'5".
And just to be clear, I am taller than Nikki in real life, so this is like a reversal. All right. Well, a little bit about Kurt is that he's an explorer and he's a big game hunter, which is super exciting because I see Kurt as being a lazy but also kind of sleazy guy that's all about getting those credits. Right? Credits?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's always on a mission to get, you know, an easy credit or two. You know, has done some unsavory things. Just, he's just kind of like
guy.
Kind of guy, you know? Throwing people under the bus sometimes. Like,
This is making me nervous.
I already feel bad for
Karp is already paranoid.
Can
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I can
I
hear you
feel
all
like
very well.
my podcast voice, I'm working on but like, so I can tone it down a little bit, you know. Great.
How did Kurt get his nickname?
Really, I honestly think that Kurt really wanted a really cool alias, so that's how Blaster came to be.
So he gave himself a nickname.
Yes.
Officially the one thing you
That
cannot
is-
do to get a nickname.
Like, to throw in a Marvel reference, like how Star-Lord was like...
It comes from his Napoleon complex.
Yeah, like, he is just really good with blasters, that he is the blaster of the Coruscant...
Of all the Kurts.
Yes, of all the Kurts. And then, Mark, how do you say his last name? Dall'tavo?
Yeah, Dall'tavo.
Dall'tavo. But, you know,
Nobody
who knows that?
nobody knows his
Like,
last, her
really,
real
he's
last name.
like, my name is Kurt Blaster, but you can call me Blaster.
And what has Karp been up to since the last time we met with her?
It's
been...
How long's it been?
A week.
Oh, that's not long.
Just a week, yeah.
Karp just found a new place to live, and she's made a new alias for her message boards. I need to figure what that is. I never knew what her first one was, so it doesn't matter.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, and she's laying low. She's a little shook up from her experiences.
But still on the hunt.
Still on the hunt for the truth. Always. She is a big game hunter for the truth.
Ugh. Well, Karp. Well, Kurt will be taking her credits.
She'll take credit for the truth.
I feel like they would live in the same apartment complex, and like
they're going to end up being roommates.
Because, like, you know, Kurt's old roommate was probably not enjoying the fact that he wasn't paying, and he probably is living like in a broom closet because it's cheap. Yup.
What does he do with all those credits he gets?
He wastes it on gambling. I feel like he has like a gambling addiction, you know, or like when he goes out to the bars, it's always on the tab. That's that branding.
He's a generous guy.
You know, yeah, generous to himself, not to others.
All right, let's all roll one of these white dice. Do you remember anything about playing this game?
You may have to refresh my memory. I just roll things and I get really bad rolls.
I roll things and Mark tells me what it means, so we have to trust that he's telling us.
We both got one.
Both got one.
Black dot.
All right, so we're starting with 2 dark side points, 2 light side points.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
so
cool.
The light side, dark side, I flip dark side over to make things happen. You flip the light side ones over to make things happen.
Oh, okay.
So...
Like if you want to make an extra player, an extra character exists.
Like, oh, I remember. Okay. I remember this guy that knows exactly the thing that I'm looking for. Flip.
Yes. Don't worry, Mark. I won't try to be too OP with Kurt. I promise you.
You do whatever you want with Kurt. But right now, Kurt's got a job.
Yeah.
Kurt was hired by a wealthy Pantoran. Named Oris Roshi.
Ooh.
He is funding an expedition down to the lower levels to find a mysterious beast.
To be like a pet or something?
No, he wants it as a trophy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is like some Bill Iron stuff from Resident Evil. Wait, is that?
I'm not familiar with that reference.
Well.
It is.
So yeah, Oris Roshi wants to go on a big fancy hunt and find the thing that nobody has found, and then hang it on his wall.
And this is like the big thing, like the
big
thing.
It's a group hunt.
Basically mythical, yeah.
It's Jurassic Park 2.
Oh my gosh!
I'm the Jeff Goldblum.
I will train some velociraptors up in here. Kitty companion.
We hear Vectivus coming
around
the corner.
They're not coming. So
Mark's afraid that I'm gonna try and end up taking things with me.
Hey, if we have our light side
on our
points,
expedition,
this could happen.
No.
Okay, we got shut down real quick.
Hey, our light side points are ours.
Yes.
I'm the GM. I'll just end the game right now. We're done. Kurt Blaster is sitting in an upper level bar right now. It's called the Winner's Circle. There are lots of people in sports jerseys and stuff. It's like it's a sports bar. Yeah. And big screens with different sports from around the galaxy playing on them. And you're sitting there with your 2 new companions, 2 people that were also hired by Oris Roshi to go on this hunt. They are both Tals. So Tals are big people. They're like Wookiee size.
Oh my gosh, and then Kurt's like the little Napoleon.
Kurt's the little one.
Right in between them. Alright.
They are large and furry. They have big round heads, white fur, some gray on their faces.
Can they communicate with each other, or do I need one of those like communicator thingies?
They know a little bit of basic.
Boffin, niece. Is that my language?
Everybody speaks basic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, these 2 were hired by Oris to sort of carry the things, but also to protect him. They are named Teltek and Ufchek.
Ufchek? Wait, Ufchek?
Ufchek.
Oh, Ufchek. And Teltek?
And Teltek.
Oh, Teltek.
Do you want a piece of paper?
She's writing my notes.
Oh, I was writing a different note. What should I be writing?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm gonna need a pencil.
Yeah.
Teltek and Ufchek.
Oof, as in OOF, like the sound effect.
As in UUF.
UUF.
Mm-hmm. And the three of you are discussing your plans for tomorrow, when you'll be heading on this hunt.
Okay. And, like, how did they come across this? Is it like a little posting and then they reach out to big game hunters to look for these things? Like, how did this Oris guy reach out to Kurt?
So, Oris was looking for somebody who was good with the blaster and good at tracking. Both of those things.
After all this setup, you better be good with your blaster.
I know. I'm gonna keep rolling, like, really bad rolls. I already feel it, so... Alright.
So,
Kurt can do this.
Kurt has a bit of a background in hunting things, whether they are beasts or people. Yeah, you decide that way. But, you know,
yes.
You've got that in your background, and you came up in his searches.
Awesome.
The two Tals, Teltek and Ufchek, they are actually from the adjacent planet to this guy. Ooh. And their civilization, they don't really have space travel or anything like that. They're a little bit more basic than a lot of the species that are out there right now, but they're very good hunters. So Oris Roshi found them and pretty much made them an offer they can't refuse to come along with them.
Because he is a baller, an intergalactic baller, and has all the money. Or rather, the credits.
That's what you've heard about him so far. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah. You three are talking. What's...
Well, they're gonna start on the hunt the next day, right? So
we start on hunt next day.
The next day. Alright. Well, Kurt, he's just enjoying... Well, not enjoying, rather, because I feel like he would be suspicious of Teltek and Ufchek because he's kind of like...
Because they're so much taller than you.
He already has the complex, you know? And it's like... And the thing about Kurt, because he's a Bothan, so I'm like, he has his canine features, aka, I was like to Mark, that he looks like a husky, so he probably looks like their pet dog, I'm assuming, because...
He's got similar coloration to them.
Yeah, and they're really giant guys, so he's already feeling kind of this, you know, inferiority complex. The talk that they would have would probably be on the minimal side.
They're just watching the pod races.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Well, Kurt's probably placing bets on some of those pod races.
Yeah.
So I feel like they wouldn't even talk that much to begin with because of their language barrier and because Kurt's really concentrated on the bet that he has going on because he has a lot of credits riding on this, you know? And it wouldn't be the first time that he's lost either, and, you know, because he has a gambling addiction.
So the three of you are sitting in a booth.
Yes.
You're intently watching those screens. You've got money riding on the races.
He's got like some booze too.
Yeah, you got the drinks on
Yeah.
Oris's tab.
Oh yeah.
You're on the clock right now.
Charging it to the expense account.
Yeah.
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 I mean, is there like a credit card for that? Well, shoot. Yes. So, yes. Oris.
Yeah, you were paid by the day.
Yeah.
That's how your contract worked out. So it ends up being Teltek and Ufchek are really talking to each other. They're talking.
When do we leave to look for Meadowbee? Like, tomorrow morning we leave and it's in lower levels, and I think this one over here, the gambler, has some good ideas of where we can go to find.
And their conversation goes on. It's a pretty loud bar, so you can barely hear them. You're just more concentrated on what is important to you.
In the moment.
The credits, yeah.
Yes. And obviously, Kurt's like, these guys are going to be slowing me down. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy things and watch this pod race and, you know, hopefully make that extra, you know, get some extra credits. But Kurt, he's like checked out in a nice hotel. Like he's really like using Oris's expenses for this one night before really getting to work the next day.
So this booth is on the opposite side of the sports bar from the door. So if you were sitting in it, you would have your back to the wall and you'd be facing the door.
Okay, that's good. That's smart.
Yeah. And in the booth next to you, with her back facing the wall, facing the door, there's a Mon Calamari who just overheard the word
Meadowbee.
Oh man, I can't wait to tell the message boards about this. So, what are you guys talking about? What's this Meadowbee?
So you just bust in,
Yes.
bust in their conversation.
Right.
Oh,
Who the hell are you?
What is it to you?
I've been chasing those for months.
Those are it's. Wait,
It's.
just it? Yeah.
Well,
the two towels
there
start
could be one, or
whispering
there
to each
could
other.
be.
Yeah.
There could be many. A whole collective.
Oh, and because you're a Mon Calamari, Kurt won't know that you're a girl, so he would feel like, because
Well, maybe Karp doesn't know you're a guy.
yeah, because I look like a dog, okay, like a little cute husky,
Both the towels are ladies,
right?
by the way.
They're like, look, wise guy, why are you listening in our conversation? Even though there was no conversation, but you know, Kurt.
It doesn't look like you're having a conversation. You know those pod races are rigged, right?
Don't be like that. You know, you know that wait, no. Do they have, like, names? I'm thinking, like, the Kentucky Derby, like.
Yeah, it would just be weird people name.
Oh.
What do you have, 100 credits riding on Bull's Roar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be like that. It's a lot of credits.
It's your money. But I'm pretty interested in this thing you're chasing down.
One of the towels looks at you and walks outside.
Ooh. Kurt took notice of that.
So did Karp. Usually she's a little more careful, but she got very excited at the mention of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Kurt would probably want to keep it on the down low. He's not gonna talk to Karp about it, obviously.
Well, you guys...
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you even know what you're looking for? Do you know anything about these things that you're
I know
chasing?
how to find them.
How?
Well, obviously, I can't disclose
You don't know the
this
lower-
with you.
You don't know the lower levels like I know the lower levels.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
So you've been to the lower levels.
How big's that expense account?
She's already talking about credits, is what Kurt is thinking. He's like, how do I get, like, one up on this fool? So you know a little bit about the lower levels, I take it?
No, a thing or two.
So you're familiar with the Medobi?
I know all about them. I know all the people they've eaten.
Ooh.
I know they pose on the chat board sometimes because they know we're looking for them. They can shapeshift.
Ooh. Shape-shifting. How do I know you're not one?
No, this is the clone thing all over again.
I know. I was like, wait.
can't go down this road.
Yeah. Let's retract that back.
So
Kurt is very pensive, but he thinks that there's a use for this Karp, you know, because she knows about the Medobi and is claiming to know about the lower levels.
If I caught one, it would show everyone else on those message boards who don't believe me that there's one down there.
you just need a hollow photo.
A
Non-blurry hollow photo.
A non-blurry hollow photo of him in
you're-
clear focus, not in the fuzzy background between two trees.
So you're telling me that you will take this job with me for a hollow photo of the Medobi, but the credits will be mine.
What are you gonna do with the Medobi? What's gonna happen to it after?
I can't disclose that with you. We just need to find it.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it. But as long as you let me keep my proof that it exists.
You can take as many pictures as you want, but I will take the Medobi.
Okay.
You
You're
two-
on.
You two finish
Yeah.
up your conversation, and Ufchek comes back.
Like, I have gotten clearance from the boss. You know lower levels?
Oh, you're not the boss, huh, Kurt?
I never said I was the boss.
Yes, I know the lower levels. Oof, check.
we can offer you small stipend to be guide.
All right. Sounds
5%.
great. When do we get started?
Tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, you finished watching your rigged pod race. I see your guide came in last.
Kurt takes a big chug of his ale, and then he slams it down. And you know what? I'm gonna pay for it. Let's go.
Ben
Well,
Quarinaro's
it's on
won.
the expense account.
Oh yeah, just put it on the
Yeah.
charge.
So is my drink. My drink's now on the expense account.
Of check, hers on yours. You know what? But it seems like it would be like kind of like an early night for Kurt to just, turn it in.
Yeah.
So he is already down on his luck, already lost his pod racing bet, if you will. He's looking to, go for another, I don't know, gambling venture, maybe, I don't know, like what's around this Winner's Circle bar?
You're a couple dozen levels up from the nearest casino, which is the Golden Gun Dark.
Ooh.
Is that the Pawn of the Hut one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't go back there.
Why not?
we didn't have a friendly encounter the last time I was there.
It's like, well, shoot. Maybe in one of them intercom things he can play like a little gambling.
Yeah,
game,
there's
like,
probably a slot machine around here.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
find like just a gas station slot machine.
yeah. just
Wait, what are those truck stops where
Yeah.
you have that random room that's full of
Yeah.
weird betting?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
he can't stop, and he won't stop. Terrible.
Kurt Blaster spends the rest of the night placing bets and
Losing them.
winning
Oh,
and
yeah.
losing. Pretty much come out even.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit on the left side.
And the next morning rolls around.
He's not a morning type of guy. He's like, it's too early for this. Feel free to
I'll
bleep
bleep
me
that.
out.
Yep.
Whereas, where are you gonna meet me?
Well, I'm assuming that Kurt, Off-Check, and Taltech are probably in some swank like hotel that, well, Kurt is for sure because he used his expense card on a really nice hotel room. Because why would he want to go back to his dingy little broomstick apartment,
On the other side of Coruscant.
Yes. So I'm thinking that Kurt, he's trudging towards the lobby to meet with Off-Check and Taltech.
Mhm.
And then Karp would have to meet us there.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
a very, very
I'm all packed.
fancy skyscraper hotel.
Is there like a jazz singer? Maybe like some piano playing?
No music.
There's,
Come
Nothing
on!
with the
there's,
tunes.
there's a piano playing itself in the corner.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's an old red ball organ just playing itself.
player piano.
Yeah. And
Because Kurt loves music. Like he has like a
Well,
satellite
Karp doesn't
at
trust
home.
music. You play them backwards and there's hidden messages.
He listens to popular music from Earth.
from Earth.
And
Right now,
a galaxy very far away.
so far away.
Enjoy your subliminal messaging. Have a
Hey.
good time with that. But I show up bright and early, raring to go. I'm dressed in a safari hat and safari clothes. I look like I am.
A tourist.
Yeah, I'm dressed like the worst person in the Lost World. I'm dressed like the one guy.
Shorts. You're
Yeah,
wearing
shorts, and he's got that hat. It's the guy who was the dinosaur expert and gets et in a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. Except I'm also Jeff Goldblum.
Both.
I'm both.
You have some. I gave you some nice armor. It's on the other side.
On
All
this side?
the way at the bottom.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He is prepared
Yeah.
to fight some big game. He's
Yeah.
got survivalist armor and an explorer's knife, so Karp, you best watch out.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, don't get on his bad
I forget what a
side.
Mon Calamari looks like.
Like a
Is it a nose?
calamari.
I can't remember. Do they have noses?
Big nostrils.
What
They have
is
nostrils.
Shirka Arms?
Circa Arms is the company that makes the blaster rifle that you have strapped to your back.
Alright, so, even though Kurt's a little guy, He is probably looking really ridiculous in the swank lobby, let's be real. But, you know, he has to be pretty equipped for what he's gonna do today, which is catching the Madoki. So he's sauntering in to the really fancy lobby with his giant rifle hoisted on his back.
Wait, you look like the guy from Jumanji. Have you seen the
With
first
the
Jumanji?
mustache.
The big game
Hunter.
hunter with the mustache.
I haven't
Hang
seen
on.
Jumanji because that was when I didn't speak English at the time, so I didn't watch this. There's a lot of movies I need to watch or rewatch.
There's a lot of movies Nikki Smetters needs to watch because she hasn't watched any movies. I'm surprised
What?
you've seen
Oh my
Jumanji.
gosh.
I have seen Jumanji. Yes.
Well, the rifle, we already were clear that the rifle is bigger than Kurt. But because that's his weapon of choice, he's used to hoisting it up, with ease. Oh my gosh, stop it.
That's you. That's you. And your big gun it goes out at the barrel like an old-timey muzzle.
It looks like he's on a safari. No, Kurt, survivalist armor is totally not like safari gear.
Alright, I'm the safari one then.
Yeah, you look like you're going to
To the jungles of Lower Coruscant.
yes.
Yep.
I feel like Kurt's a more... He
I
wants
am
to be-
dressing the way that in my head I have always pictured people on a hunt dressing.
What was yours called? What did I write down as the name of your weapon?
The survivalist armor?
The weapon?
Oh, the Model 3B rifle. It's heavy.
I don't think there's a picture of it. So it can look like whatever you want.
Well, I'm thinking that it's like...
By the way, it shoots, instead of blaster bolts, it shoots bullets.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
What?
So it doesn't have
Who are you gonna be firing that at?
So it doesn't go like pew.
No,
it goes like oh my gosh.
So yeah, Karp walks in and sees Kurt Blaster, I would say, slightly hungover in the corner with a big cup of calf.
Well, he needs to chase his hangover with another alcoholic beverage to
So your calf is spiked.
Yeah.
It's what's it called? Hair of the Wookiee.
And in the mornings, because he's he is hungover, he'll just be grunting for a little bit, kind of ugh.
Little light sensitive.
He has aviator sunglasses on.
Great.
Okay, great.
There's in this big lobby that you're in, it's all carpeted and stuff. There's the
Carpeted.
red ball organ playing itself in the corner, a desk with a couple people not really doing anything because it's very early in the morning and nobody's checking in.
And I'm surprised that they're not judging Kurt and Karp for their attire.
Oh,
they're
no, you are getting
absolutely judging us for our attire.
There's
They're
But
what
we
are you
look
looking
fabulous.
at, wise guy?
there's a pair of staircases that go around the two sides of the main lobby desk.
You know it's a fancy hotel when hotels do that. I'm here for it.
And down the left one, you see your two Tull's friends, Telchek and Oofchek, coming.
Are they drinking lattes together? Please?
No.
Oh,
They
okay.
are flanking a pair of blue people.
Oh.
One of which you know is Oris Roshi.
Hmm.
Oris Roshi's a Pantoran, so he's got dark blue skin. He has some yellow markings on his face, and he's got whitish bluish hair. He is dressed in fancy hunting clothes, the sort of stuff that fancy
That I'm wearing.
people. Well, no, like fox hunting.
Oh, okay.
Sort of
Like
thing.
tweed and
Oh, and then
like a blazer.
those high socks maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Knickers.
The
Knickerbockers.
the two Tals are carrying huge loads of equipment on their backs. Oris is carrying nothing. And walking down next to him is a smaller person of the same species. Lighter blue skin with yellow markings on his face. He probably looks like he's 12.
Oh my gosh, there's a kid. There's always a kid.
This
This is Jurassic Park.
And they're coming down the stairs to meet you.
Oh, don't tell me I'm going to be babysitting. Karp,
No.
you take care of the kid. I can't deal with this.
I'm not taking care of the kid. I'm here on a mission.
I ain't gonna be
kid
slowed
doing
down by no kid.
The four of them approach you.
Oh.
You know that.
Hold on. You have your pencil?
What is the equivalent Star Wars curse word?
What can I use?
It's actually very it's almost bad, but you could say druck.
Drug.
Yeah. Or
Drunk kids.
what other ones? There are a bunch actually.
Oh my gosh, wait, I need to write
need
this
them.
down. Drunken or drucken?
Druck.
Kark. Kark.
Karp.
What'd you call me?
Karp, don't be a karp.
Wait, does your character have long mustaches?
No, think about like memers.
Oh, and Criff.
Memers
Criff's a
has
good
long
one.
mustaches. What?
Criff is a good one.
Criff?
Criff.
Kriff. Yeah.
Criffin.
That should be your go-to.
Alright.
Oh, Criff.
Like,
Yep.
and on the scale of Star Wars curse words, where does that rank?
Yeah, I need to know the ranking system
Like
of
of
this.
what's how to
Like,
where to
like,
substitute.
what's like really exclamatory? Like, Criff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, that's as
Criff,
high as we can go.
Drucken kid, and then Karp. Don't be such a Karp.
I didn't do anything yet.
Don't be such a Karp, and just take care of the drunken kid.
You're just kind of blast them all out there.
I'm gonna use all of these phrases.
How many can you squeeze? Now remember, they're equivalent usage in the Star Wars universe. It's like you were just unloading F-bombs left and right
I know.
Around this kid.
around the 12-year-old who has probably
Hey.
heard them all.
But just saying that Oris knew that Kurt was already a savory type of fellow. You know, he's a bit rough around the edges, even though he's like a 5'2", small little guy.
With a mustache.
So
How
Oris
tall is Oris, by the way? Is he tall?
Oris is human size. He's
I'm taller.
average human, so he's taller much.
Wait, am I taller? Wait,
He's about a
wait,
foot
how
taller
tall
than
am I in comparison to the Yeti?
You're shorter than them.
Alright.
Yeah, this thing is like ginormous.
Alright.
Yeah. The thing you're searching for, or okay, because the Teltec and Ufchek are pretty much their own little yetis.
Okay.
They're
And they're taller than you as
there,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. I meant them.
So you're kind of like in the middle of the road. I'm on the short end stick.
That's usually
This
higher
is
up
a
the road
very
than I
important
normally
plot
am.
points here.
We're-
You're taller than the kid.
Because for that, because if I'm looking at a drunken kid from above me, I'm gonna feel a certain way.
So Oris approaches Kurt.
Kurt Grunt.
Mr. Blaster, it's good to see you.
Yeah. What's with the kid?
Is he seeing you off?
Gio? He's coming with us.
You must be kidding.
The
Karp?
Matabee is going to be his first kill.
You're gonna kill it? Wait, no! We have to put it in a zoo so everyone can see. Photographs are too easy to
Hey,
fake.
Karp.
Oris is just kind of staring at you.
And then Kurt pulls Karp to the side, and he wants to taxidermy the Madobi.
Okay.
I thought you understood.
I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
this.
Karp was slightly hungover from last night. Sorry, boss.
Alright. No, I'm on board. I wanna go with it. But I'm not.
Oh, she's already
don't-
plotting.
They
She's
don't-
already
they
plotting
don't
to
hear-
save the Madobi.
They don't hear me say what you just heard me say.
I have arranged transport to Canyon Town at the bottom of the nearest street. I trust you can lead us past that.
Yeah, but they don't call it Canyon Town. That's just the map name. The locals. Hang on, let me think of a name. What
And
is it? You said Canyon Town?
Canyon Town, all the way at the bottom of Famba Avenue. It's like the floor, but not the actual surface.
Okay. Yeah, that's not what
It's like the highest of the lower
residents
levels.
would call it. They would call it rock bottom.
ooh,
Sure.
All right.
I've definitely already called it Canyon Town in an episode, but yeah, okay.
Canyon
As a local though, as a lower level,
They should call it like the Cannies.
we'll go
Okay.
with Canyon Town.
No, we can go with Rock Bottom.
Ooh.
That's
the
good.
locals call it rock bottom.
No,
Yeah.
maybe that's what they call it in the message boards. They're like,
It's the code word for it.
it's going to rock bottom.
And geo is geo like geo tracking. Geo
Chiyo.
CHIYO.
Chio.
Chio.
So
Are
the-
they going to be like transported in like a big truck or something?
So
or
the two of them start walking outside, and the two Tals follow behind. As they get outside, a large fancy, basically a space Hummer
Dang!
pulls up. And not the small Hummer, the biggest one.
The really obnoxious ones
Yeah.
are purely for civilian use.
So obvious that it's like plated with gold on the inside. Why not?
Yeah, it's black. It's got some little bits of silver and gold edges on it. Yeah. It is a very fancy vehicle.
And you're gonna just fly this all the way down to rock bottom?
Juckin'.
It's like the
Rich
engine,
people.
the engine helicopters.
They're like,
This is turning into
like this
is the lost world now.
This is like Kurt's like these affluent people, like
Maybe
just,
you could afford one if you stopped gambling all your credits away.
YOLO, you only live once, and Kurt he
You only
likes to
gamble
live
all the time.
on the edge of the world.
It's not my mission to fix you.
So the four of them start. The two of them get into the back seat of the car, while the two Tals start packing everything off of their backs and into the trunk
And
area.
the Tals are totally okay with this vehicle. Kurt's looking at these people like these idiots are really gonna go down to the lower
These guys are
level.
like the Sherpas who have to put up with tourists all
They
the
are
time.
the Sherpas who have
Yeah.
to put up with tourists all the time.
But Kurt would say something, but really, he just wants to take a nap in the back seat, just, you know, sleep off some of that booze. He's got, like, some fun-sized little ale, you know, bottles with him.
Oh no, he's got a hip
because,
flask.
You know, if he's
You
gonna have
raided
to
the
sit...
hotel bar for the Carillion whiskey
Yes.
and the Alderanian
Ale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
Great.
much. That was just like, you could even hear like the bottles playing against each other in his little like fanny pack.
Wow.
The two
judging.
Pantorans get into a part of the vehicle that is separate from the rest of it,
Oh, let's
and
lose these
allow you to
suckers.
get into the back with the two
Towels.
big furry white people.
There's not a lot of leg room
No, because
for,
they're very
for tall
large.
people like myself. You don't have any trouble, Kurt.
No, really, honestly, Kurt's just reclining back on his seat with his short legs. He's had them crossed, arms crossed over him. He, you know, is closing his eyes just a little bit, maybe to catch a little bit of shut-eye. He was out late last night, so, you know, that doesn't help.
Gambling at the gas station.
But you know what? On the less hours of
Classy.
sleep he has, the more luck I feel that he would have in this venture.
You can't set up your own luck.
Hey, I'm gambling on this.
Yeah, you have your own luck right there.
Yeah.
So the group of you head down into Famba Avenue, and the windows are tinted, but outside them you can see past the Golden Gundar Casino. You pass Dak Avenue and Gunga Town and Little Onderon and end up all the way
Home sweet home.
at the bottom,
The rock bottom.
the rock bottom.
The rock bottom.
Yep. The vehicle parks in front of what appears to be some kind of abandoned theater, and the two Tals start unpacking the trunk. They get out of the speeder and start unpacking and putting things on each other's backs, and Oris and Chio get out and watch.
Well, I've got everything I need right here, so... Kurt, get up. Kurt, get up. I take out a little bit of water I have and dump it on his face. Wait, we're here.
What the crap was that for? You're such a Karp.
Rock bottom, drunkie. But I don't think that's a new place for you to be. I think you've been here before.
You named it that on purpose, didn't you?
No. But I'm so glad I did.
Let me just finish off this spot real quick, and then he's
All right, Kurt, I'm taking your liquor.
You-
No,
You're not carrying these
no.
things while we're hunting this possibly man-eating sewer cryptid.
Hey, you're being a little bit uptight right now. We need to loosen up a little during the hunt. Let me just finish.
What's my
this
stealth?
swig.
Can I roll a stealth check? Can I take some of her booze without her noticing?
Yes, you
What?
can.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so it's going to be skullduggery,
All right.
and then you're going to use
I
your
have so little of
vigilance. So flip it over, flip
Oh
yours
man,
over.
this is gonna be
Wait.
bad for me.
This
I'm
one?
relying on your terrible luck right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know.
I have 1 cunning and that's it.
Okay, and then you're,
After a night worth of boozing.
Yeah, she should have a disadvantage because
No!
she's inebriated
No.
still.
The
I am totally
inebriation
sober.
helps
I should
him
have an advantage.
Okay.
with the hunts.
here's how it's gonna go. So your vigilance is 1, and your willpower is 2.
Oh.
So Karp's negative dice are going to be that.
Okay.
You are hungover. You're going to get it's going to be a boost for Karp.
Oh.
And
So
then
she roll. Wait, do I
No,
roll or
you're
does
gonna
she
roll
roll?
it.
You roll.
What's your cunning is
1.
1. Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right. Don't look at them. I don't want your bad luck to touch my roll.
What does that mean?
Good stuff, right? Do I just grab a couple of them? What does it mean?
All right.
Tell us.
You took the
He
booze.
can read the secret hieroglyphs.
You should be able to read them by now.
You know I have no retention.
So you don't. You're
I
not
don't?
able to. So
What?
Kurt's
No.
Kurt's got these pockets, big pockets on his fancy armor sort of stuff that he's keeping. How about, you know what? Let's say you've got a little thing,
Yes,
a
I'm
bandolier that you would
Going
normally
to
keep bullets
tell
in.
on
it's like
you.
a satchel.
Yeah. Oh, you have a little satchel?
No, I mean, is it like a
Like-
crossbody
yeah.
kind of?
Yeah, like Chewy. Like
Yes.
Chewbacca, the bandolier.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's got little bottles in it right now.
I am
And
living for this.
you see Karp's giant fish hands trying to sneakily get bottles out of your bandolier. You have an advantage. What would you like to do with it?
An advantage. He's too drunk to stop me.
No, because you didn't succeed.
Oh, you're
No, that was just me trying to sneak them out. Now I'm just taking them.
No, maybe like with her slimy hands, she knocks one to the ground, and then I
Yeah.
lose a bottle.
Yeah, you lose one.
My advantage is that your boss looks over this way,
Oh,
sees all your booze.
Oris is not going to say crap.
Oris says,
What are you two doing over there? We need to get ready.
We are
Help
ready.
these two unpack.
They're unpacked.
They are unpacked. Did you not see those towels unpack them for you?
they're still working in the trunk. There's a lot of stuff.
All right, we
My
go over to
God.
help.
He's making them carry a lot of things.
What kind of
So-
equipment are we looking at? We're looking at some
Large bags.
cameras.
No
No.
cameras,
Oh.
unless you have
Oh
one.
no.
Um,
I have. Of course I've got
You
one.
were expecting cameras,
They
but what you
probably
really
was
see is
expecting them.
weapons.
Oh, so all right, they're smart enough to bring weapons. It's not like a picnic basket kind of.
You see a
It's a
rifle
picnic
that is
basket
larger
of
than
weapons.
yours.
And Kurt's eyeing that because, you know, if
It-
he needs to swap out some old equipment for some new equipment.
It actually looks like it's never been fired.
Okay, well. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
It probably, from your perspective, it means these people have no experience doing this sort of thing.
And then,
Or are just so rich that they hire people to go out and, like, lead them, and then they take a
You
shot.
guys don't need all of this stuff. From what I know of
You see tents and, like,
tents.
what are probably
You're gonna
tents.
pitch a
Yeah.
tent on rock bottom. The Rels will get right through that.
wait, in Rock Bottom, are there like unsavory, like
It
civilians?
is all unsavory.
or-
There are no savory
Like,
civilians
they're
unless you're-
really obvious right now, and Kurt's just like, these these are all carps.
there are,
Um,
there are no savory people on rock bottom.
Like,
We'll
because...
do a streetwise or knowledge underworld check from either one of you, or both of you.
Oh, I'm curious. I would
have
do it.
a little bit of underworld. It's a skill
Where's that
and
one?
a rank.
I have no
Plus I
underworld.
have
Do you have any
4
streetwise?
intellect.
Where's Streetwise? Oh, here. I have 1.
Okay. Karp
But
should
only
make
one
this
for
roll.
me.
Okay.
Plus
Um,
4 intellect.
A yellow, 3 greens. It's average. It's 2 purples. You can argue
good
for a
luck.
boost if you want,
Ooh.
What am I rolling for exactly?
just to know all about this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because right now, Oris is being a little bit too bougie. I don't think these are good.
You have a success and 3 advantages. You know about.
I know
down
everything
Here.
about this area.
Not many people live down here. The people who do live down here don't have much.
Yeah.
There
They're
are
poor folk.
a lot of like little camps of people who can't really afford anything else. Most of the places down here have been abandoned for a long time. There's a lot of like trash everywhere, like things that people throw out of their speeders. Like looking up above you, it's like all cars, all speeders flying above you, because this is like one of the main streets. So yeah, not a great place to live, and
Maybe not a great
all
place to be
sorts of
packing a ton of very expensive equipment either.
Yeah. PSA, people, don't pollute the environment.
We'd like to
But
take this time.
Just throwing it out there, you know.
we don't want to
No.
live in a place like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kurt
Don't
is
let
our...
us become Coruscant.
Yes.
It's not Coruscant. It's Coruscant. Can.
Can't.
Thank you for ruining that completely.
No, it's...
This is just going to be an expedition of you guys undermining every joke I try to make.
Yeah, that's what we do. You got 3 advantages. What would you like to do? Knowledge of this area, or pretty much just knowing something about here.
I know the sewer systems pretty well because that's where everything goes to grow up weird.
Like the Knowledge Tree frogs.
Like the Knowledge Tree frogs.
Maybe you have
Well,
like
you
the
are
insider
the,
friend.
They did give you. They're giving you a small stipend as a guide, so you could know the first step to take to find this thing.
I know that. And what would my third advantage be?
Maybe, you know, local.
I can
down
converse with everyone? Oh no, that would have already been established.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
speaks
'cause
the
basic-
language. Yeah,
Can I save an advantage and think of it later?
maybe.
Ooh,
Alright.
could one of her advantages be, or is this totally like against the rules? Like they could hide the fancy Hummer-esque thing. Like she would know where to.
Oh, there's a driver.
Oh, okay. So the driver's
driver is
gonna
not
leave us.
The driver's just
Okay.
gonna leave.
Okay.
The driver is not hanging around
No,
here.
Okay.
he's gonna go back up to the hotel.
Well, Oris is being very brave with Geo to be.
I know. Why are you
Going
bringing
to
a
the lower-
12-year-old
yeah.
along on this anyway?
Is this all out loud asking him?
Yeah. Oris.
He's
Hey.
hired the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Gio needs to prove himself.
Prove
It's a
himself.
rite of passage. How old were
Yeah.
you, Mr. Kurt Blaster, when you made your first?
What? I was young. But I live on the streets. So, ain't no fancy business like this for me.
All right.
And if we're all ready, we should
Yes.
probably...
Well, we've been talking, so we don't have to unpack with the.
Yeah.
What are they called again?
Look,
The Tulls.
The towels.
Yeah.
wise guy. You got too much stuff, and we can't carry that.
It seems I may have found another guide if you would prefer me to pay her all of your money.
Okay.
Oh, I'm all about
I
that.
take that back so fast.
All right, let's
Come on, Karp.
go, you hooligans. Let's get on the road.
So the group of you, I'm just going to show you a picture of what the Tulls look like.
The Yeti people?
Mhm.
Jeez, Karp just had to like show off.
So they got 4 eyes. They've got a little snoot.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Look at their little snoot.
Oh my gosh.
They kind of look like a spider's face,
I know.
like a spider.
But look, that one looks
face on
so
a person
regal with
in
his
all green
pinky
hair.
out like that.
I know.
You know what? They seem like they would be nice guys.
Okay.
Ladies.
Oh,
Let's
even
go.
better.
They're both ladies.
Oh my
Yeah, they're
gosh,
both
I
ladies.
love it.
So Karp leads the group of 6.
And it, like, the whole area has this kind of apocalyptic feel because it's been abandoned for so long.
Mhm.
Even though there's no trees in Coruscant, there's this, like, weird kind of viney substance that has almost overtaken a lot of the old ruins.
Mhm. Yeah,
So it almost becomes this, literally, an urban jungle.
yeah. And it seems like being abandoned for so long that plants would grow down here, but there's so little sunlight that can make it all the way down here.
And they're a weird, they're not proper green either. They're just this weird
Like,
pale color.
grayish.
And looks
Yeah.
real gross.
Uh,
But I start leading the way and picking my way through. And I have a little tool with me. Can I just make up tools on the spot?
Yeah, maybe.
What's the creature called again? Matabee?
Yeah, the Matabee.
I have a Matabee call. that I bought from a very reliable source on my message boards.
So the
it's a little
reliability
wooden-
of it
Yeah.
will depend on.
And I'm
either-
introducing this knowing it may not be reliable, and it's just like she falls for this stuff all the time on her message boards.
Either a light side point or a streetwise check. Yeah.
So you have
I'll
two
try-
streetwise.
I'll try a streetwise
Okay.
check.
So you have 2 streetwise and what's your...
Just one cunning.
Okay, so a green and a yellow. And who'd you buy it from?
Darth.
A rando. No, I got it from Snoober.
Snoober.
Got it from Snoober.
I got it. It was a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. I undo what I said about getting it on the message boards. It was a gift from my Snoopy. We've been going steady for the past week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I had other plans for Snoober, but okay.
I didn't.
Oh, Snoopy.
Do I roll something different then? I get an advantage
no.
because my history with Snoober would give me an advantage because he would never give me something he knew was fake.
Oh, I think that's an authentic.
I'm going to give you a boost for that. I'm also going to give you a setback. Because
Which is the black one?
it was a black one. Because...
I'm gullible.
Does this thing really exist? Yeah. And then it's going to be average.
He thinks it's real. Snoober
Yeah.
thought it was real.
It's the
That
best
doesn't
one he
mean
could
it's
find.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Average difficulty, so 2 purple dice.
It's a lot of dice.
Yep. And you rolled those all in a place that I can't see.
Is that an angle?
It was this one, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
You just flip that to make it better.
We don't know what these things mean.
Yeah.
We don't
What
have
is
the
it?
ability to cheat yet.
So you have
So I have a small advantage.
you have a success with an advantage. So yeah,
A success.
this is potentially a reliable thing. What does it look like?
It looks like oh, okay. I know I'm obsessing a little bit over Jurassic Park.
I have a little idea too. If
Okay, let me
Okay.
see mine and then
okay,
maybe it looks like, you know, in Jurassic Park 3 where
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the Velociraptor call? It looks like that.
can it have a little slide on it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! Like
I
Like a
insist.
slide whistle.
I
Yeah.
insist it is a bone slide whistle.
Okay, great. So you've got your Matabee call out.
Yeah.
And where are you leading these people?
I am leading them out pretty far away from everyone else because I don't want other people to be getting caught up in this.
Well, and plus the Madobi wouldn't be near people. They would be pretty far
Yeah.
into the lower levels.
They shun society such as it is here
And-
on rock bottom.
When Karp brings out the Madobi whistler, Kurt can only roll his eyes because he thinks it's a bunch of poop.
Where's your whistle?
He is looking for Madobi tracks on
All right.
the pavement.
Roll me a survival check, please.
What's the survival check?
So survival is one of your skills.
2.
Ooh,
2
yeah.
and
She has a skill in 2, and then
it's
her
cunning,
cunning
right?
is 3.
so
That's a very good.
yeah.
So I'm only rolling those 3.
So you're rolling these 3, and then I have to pick out your difficulty, which is going to be hard because it is a hard creature to track, and there's all this overgrowth. So you're going to get a setback die.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck. Can you hear this? ASMR? Oh no, that's a lot of circles. I'm nervous.
All right, so you got 3 successes and 2 threats.
Oh gosh.
So you find a set of tracks. It doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Nikki and Linda for playing on these episodes. You can find Nikki's art at nikkismetters.com.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt and Nick Scourin.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, and you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the show and want to show your support? Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or visit our Patreon.
Thanks to our newest backers on Patreon, Reese, David, AJ. You guys are awesome.